Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to our EVS class. In our previous session, we discussed the chapter Up Above the Sky, and we discussed about stars, planets, and satellites, rotation and revolution of Earth. So, my dear students, shall we move to our today's session? In your textbook of page number 60, you can see a picture. Three children were standing with their names such as Sun, Moon, and Earth. Do you notice the position of the Sun, the Earth, and the Moon? When they come in a straight line, yes, the Moon is in between the Sun and the Earth. The day in which the Moon comes between the Sun and the Earth is called as New Moon Day. Look here, children. In this picture, we can see that only half portion of the moon is visible due to the sunlight and the other half portion is not visible. Do you know why? Yes, very good. Sunlight doesn't falls there, right? That is why the part of the moon that faces the earth appear to be dark. Here the moon is not seen at all, and this day is called as New Moon Day. This day is either called as Amavasi or Karatavavu. Okay, children, do you understand? Okay, look at this picture. Do you see any difference in the position of the sun, moon, and the earth? Yes, here the earth is between the sun and the moon. Here also, only half portion of the moon is visible due to the sunlight and the other portion appears dark because sunlight doesn't falls there. So, the day which the illuminated part of the moon is fully visible from the earth is called full moon day. This day is also called as Paurnami or Velithavavu. The next topic we have to study is the growing crescent. Have you heard about the word crescent? Crescent means curved and sickle shape of the moon. Do you see this tool in this picture? Yes, it is sickle. What is it used? Yes, it is used to cut the grass. Do you observe the phases of the moon in the sky? Yes, in some days we can see the shape of the moon like the sickle, right? Okay, so let's discuss about the different phases of the moon. In New Moon Day, we cannot see the moon in the sky, and this day is called as Amavasi or Karatavavu. After New Moon Day, little portion of the moon becomes visible, and it is known as crescent moon. That means the moon is visible in the shape of a sickle, and that is known as crescent moon. After the crescent moon, we can see the half portion of the moon. That is known as half moon. After this half moon, more than half portion of the moon become visible, and that moon is called gibbous moon. After the gibbous moon, we can see full moon. That is called Paurnami or Velithavavu. Again, after Paurnami or full moon day, we can see the gibbous moon and can see the half moon and the crescent moon, and at last we can't see the moon, and that day is known as New Moon Day or Amavasi. Okay, children, do you understand? Now you know about the different phases of the moon, right? Students, do you think about the reason behind the different phases of the moon? We know that moon is the satellite of the earth. Moon revolves around the earth over the course of about 1 month, that is 28 or 29 days. The moon's phases are caused by the changing angles of the Earth's surface and the reflector sunlight. Okay, children, do you understand the different phases of the moon? Then say the phases of the moon. Yes, new moon, crescent moon, half moon, gibbous moon, and full moon. Okay, shall we move on to our next topic? Have you heard the name Neil Armstrong? Okay, then say who was he? Yes, he was the first man to land on the moon and he was an American astronaut. After the landing of Neil Armstrong, several people landed on the moon and they brought rocks and soil from the moon. In 2008, India sent a spacecraft to the moon known as Chandrayaan 1. Spacecraft is a vehicle designed to fly in space. The landing of Chandrayaan 1 was a great success and it provided valuable information about the space. Okay, so the last topic we have to discuss is artificial satellites. As the name indicates, we know that artificial satellites are the satellites made by man and sent to space for various purposes. And these satellites are sent to the space with the help of rockets. Dear children, can you name some artificial satellites? Yes, Aryabhatta. Aryabhatta is the first satellite. Another one is EduSat and InSat. Okay. So next we are going to discuss about the uses of artificial satellites. Artificial satellites are used in communication, weather forecasting system, GPS, that means global positioning system, and also artificial satellites are used to transport instruments and passengers to the space to perform experiments. So these are some of the uses of artificial satellites. Okay students, now we finished our 6th chapter, Up Above the Sky. Study the chapter well. See you in the next class. Thank you.